First of all, I give thanks for life, yeah. I thank the Father.
Good day, everyone. I am Daryl Barrow, Chief Audio Engineer and Acoustician here at Bextronics Limited. Today, we're going to talk about what is soundproofing. And a basic definition of soundproofing is the process of reducing noise transfer through a construct. Now, a construct can be a wall, a window, a door, anything like that. Ceiling, floor, all those are constructs. So when we are soundproofing, there are three concepts that we need to understand. First being airborne noise isolation, structural vibration isolation, and structural mass adhesion. So let's go to our airborne noise isolation. Airborne noise isolation is noise leaking into the room through an air gap. Now, you may ask, where are the air gaps in our room? So we're going to go through that here. Here we have a typical room, and our room has two windows. It has two windows, a door. This is blocking our door. We have lights, we have electrical outlets, and we have AC vents. So let's start with the door. The door has air gaps on the sides, the bottom, and the top. Our window has air gaps all around it as well. Right? All around the window has air gaps. Our lights has air gaps around it. So all that. The electrical outlet has air gaps around it. Plus it has 3 holes, sometimes 6 holes in it. Sound is going to come in through that as well. And our AC vents, sound is going to come in through that. So you can see here, all the places airborne noise is actually leaking into our room. To stop that, we need to seal all these gaps where air comes into the room. And we're going to go through how we do that later on. The next, so we're going to talk about our structural vibration isolation. Structural vibration isolation is when the structure of the building actually vibrates because of the acoustic energy. So let's take a look at this. We have our 2-story building here, and on the top floor we have a noise source. This noise source could be a person, this noise source could be a speaker in terms of a radio, it could be the TV or something. And as the sound it is emanating, it is vibrating the actual structure of the building, and it's vibrating the floor. So what happens is sound is going to hit the floor and it's going to transfer to the walls and come down, as well as it's actually going to vibrate straight through the floor. So this is how structural vibration isolation works. Vibrates the floor, transfers to the walls, and it vibrates through the floor. We need to actually isolate the noise source from the floor. All right, so when you're building a soundproof room, you need to keep this in mind in terms of isolating the floor from the walls and the rest of the building. Okay, so let's go to our last thing, which is structural mass addition. All right, so here we have a cross section of a typical concrete wall we find here. Mortar and red clay blocks. So what's going to happen here, right? We have sound hitting the clay block wall, and it's going to vibrate through the mortar, and the clay blocks are hollow. So it's just air, and it's going to just, the sound is free to go through it and vibrate through the mortar, and it's going to come right back out. So that's why you typically hear sound with these walls. So what's an easy way to fix this? Just fill the brick with concrete. What will happen is when sound hits it, it vibrates through the mortar, then it has to vibrate through concrete, and then vibrate again through the mortar. And just this simple addition to mass to the wall helps reduce sound transfer through the wall. So just to recap what we have been talking about today. What is soundproofing? Soundproofing is the process of reducing noise transfer through a construct. And a construct can be a wall, ceiling, door, floor, and things like that. And to do that, we have three main concepts we must focus on. The first thing we must focus on is our airborne noise isolation, and that is reducing the air gaps within our room. Air gaps through the door, windows, lights, electrical outlets, and AC vents, right? So our structural vibration isolation, this is actually reducing the vibration of the sound through our floor, through our ceiling, through our walls, etc. And lastly, mass addition is increasing the mass of our construct simply by adding concrete to our bricks. That would reduce our sound transfer. So by combining all these three concepts, we could actually help increase the soundproofing strength of our room. Again, I am Daryl Barrow. I hope this helped you a lot. Have a good day, and I'll see you again in the next video.
First of all, I give thanks for life, yeah. I thank the Father for blessing me with enough